Alright, hello everybody, or the few that may watch this, if anyone. Hopefully, more people eventually. Uh, we're gonna do a fairly quick video here of a tour of the progression I've made so far on the flat map on Farming Simulator 19. This is basically just a more or less blank map. Start you with basically all the selling points it starts with. Those are already in the map. And then there's two fields. Two fields on the map. They're okay size. They're not tiny, but they're not gigantic by any means. And then I started on the medium level setting, I guess it would be considered. That starts you off with 1,250,000, 1.25 million, whatever you want to call it. And I didn't notice till after the first day, but it starts you off with a $250,000 loan, and no equipment or anything. And then you started by owning one of those two fields, and I can't remember if it already had the crops growing on it, or if it was ready to harvest, or what it was. But when I started the game, one field was ready to harvest, one field was growing. So yeah, you start with all the selling points in the two fields, and that's about it. And then the whole point is you got to make your own map and kind of go from there. But it's going to be the same thing as all other maps and whatnot. You have a slot count as to how many slots you're allowed to have within the game, and you don't start out with a silo or anything. Like I said, it starts out with nothing, and it's all kind of as the name implies. The map is flat, so it's fairly easy to place things, buildings or whatnot. It won't cost you extra to build it because the land isn't flat. And then I guess you kind of just do whatever you see fit, do whatever you choose, and obviously excuse me, that was a huge yawn. Obviously utilize the mod hub thing there, and download mods and whatnot, and put what you want on here. And with any other map, do what you want as far as animals, or if you want to do crops or whatever you're planning on doing. So I guess enough chit chat. We'll give you a tour of what I've done so far. So this kind of would be about where you would start, somewhere in here. And then, well, we'll get to the field. So this is kind of the starting area. So I don't know. I didn't want to put a huge farmhouse because I don't really go in them other than right in the get-go, just to look at them. And I didn't want to trying to use as little slot counts as possible, so I had room later on. So just put one of these mods. It's just a tiny little farmhouse, and it's got a sleep trigger. That's what I do like about some of the houses, is a sleep trigger. So it's got a sleep trigger, so you can do that. Then kind of I'm not very good, or just in the beginning stages of all the landscaping and all the stuff, and just try to put a little fence behind my house, but pieces weren't fitting right, and it's always a fun time to try and place things when it says you can or whatever. And got a tree going here, and little pooch. Get back here, pooch. I just want to pet you, you little fucker. So that's that, and then I, at first, bought a few, of these modded, whatever, bee houses, because they're supposed to give you money, income per hour. If I'll show you another thing that I got later on that I kind of, in the beginning when I kind of first saw this thing, that another mod to give you money, it's kind of, I mean, it is a cheat, but it's kind of like a cheat, so it kind of try not to use it. But on this map itself, it's kind of almost, or I would almost say it is a necessity, because you need to have money to build everything, to buy everything, obviously, and when it's only starting with one field, I mean, either you need to have some kind of thing to, like these bee houses, or the other thing that gives you a lot more money per hour, to like basically be earning money, or it's going to take you about a year to sit there and build your map, because you'd have to do a field at a time and get money from it, or like, I guess from the get-go, like create a ton of fields. So far I've only put down one field as a little test. So, and then yeah, these sheds, I put in these sheds. I'll try not to make this video so damn long. There's a silo. Added a silo. And then here's all my vehicles so far. Got the old modded truck from 17. This truck's sweet. I love it. I used to have an F100, so looks awesome, man. This one actually sounds really great. Then we got the dually to whatever, random things, pull trailers and stuff. Haven't used the van yet, but actually should have done that last time when I had the eggs. I didn't even think about that. Anyway, I got the van, so now I can carry pallets and stuff in there. I think you're just supposed to be able to. I've never even used a van in any of my games yet. Then I just got a couple tractors, so get this guy. I'm gonna use him basically just to go to the store and pick up seed pallets and fertilizer pallets and lime pallets and stuff like that, and maybe randomly sometimes pick up the egg pallets from the chickens I have, and the wool pallets from the sheep I have, or just like literally just got before I started to film this video. I may or may not post this today. It might be tomorrow morning, because I'm gonna continue playing if I don't fall asleep. Got this guy. He's one of the another one of the smaller ones. I think this is the tractor that comes with PlayStation only. He's gonna be for, I use him just for fertilizing. And then we got the another mod. There's this tractor. I'm using him for cultivating and seeding, or I have the one seeder that does it both at the same time. Then we got the, alright, no, my mistake, I got him to plow. This guy I'm using to cultivate and seed. This is another mod. This tractor is great. Absolutely great. It was in 17 too, but sounds absolutely amazing, and it's got good power and it's cheap. Then we got this one that's, as of now, or probably will keep all these tractors and maybe instead of getting a million things like I've done in other save games, I'll just keep these and just use them for everything across the whole map and just keep on fixing them. Or buy duplicates so I can keep the slot counts down. So this is the biggest tractor I have right now. I'm using him for the plowing. Or what did I say? I said I was using him for plowing. Now I'm all confused. No, I'm using this one for the lime spreader. That's what it is. Now we'll get in the truck and actually cover more ground quickly. Or probably could go into the map real quick. Let's do that. So I guess if we zoom all the way out, this is the map. So as you see, it's pretty much blank. However, if you like, you might be able to see now, but when you place stuff down like buildings and stuff, it doesn't show up on the map. And this is the one field that I created, so it does show up, which is kind of rad. Like, it shows your field on here, but after it's harvested or something, if you go to look at your, or might even do it, if you go to look at your soil yeah, see, now it's like, it's gone, it disappears. So it's gonna be hard to see where your fields are on this map. Like, for example, now if it's not fertilized or whatnot, like, it will show you on here now the growth stages and stuff. So it kind of shows it somewhat and somewhat not. And then the buildings don't show up here, but like, I bought a couple chicken pens and sheep pens, so those show up on there. So, and the map starts with just those selling points, and it all looks like this. It's all just, this isn't really grass, but it's all just flat grass looking stuff. So all the roads and everything you have to put in. So, and then I put all these little street lights so far. And like I said, this is definitely a work in progress. I'm definitely gonna, I might end up just playing only on this map now. Maybe I should just erase all my other ones, because more satisfaction, I guess. Get to still get to play the game like normal and earn my money and stuff that way. And then I guess on top of that, it's my map that I created, so that's kind of cool. And more, I guess, when I earn the money, instead of kind of just after a point, I guess, of endlessly earning money or just buying stuff until you run out of slot counts, I'll be able to, I guess, improve the map and whatnot. Like, there still will be the fact that we're gonna only get up to so many slot counts, but we'll see. Like the roads, for sure, I'll clean up. You'll see some areas where, like right here, it's all straight blocks, but I kind of went away from that and I just started using the rounded one, and I don't want completely straight as an arrow roads, and I want them to look, I don't know, even the roads are straight in real life, I don't want them to look exactly straight like that. I want them to be predominantly dirt roads, you'll see. But I'll still have to clean them up to make them wider and everything, and clean up the turns, but I kind of just threw some paths down just for the heck of it. So we'll go this way first because it's the shortest. So I got this barn, some lights. Right now I'm parking my harvester in here. Got the header out there. And I got our semi with the trailer. We got the This is like a little low loader trailer. Use that to, when I first bought the bulldozer, transport to him, and then I use that for now at least, for pallets of seeds and pallets of whatever, fertilizer, lime. I just dropped off some eggs on there, but I might need to get a bigger one. And I actually, when I bought the sheep, I don't have it, like I said, I only created one field so far, so there's no grass field or anything to feed them, so I just bought some hay bales, and that worked. And then we got this small little trailer here. Just what I'm gonna be using that for, is the one field that I created. I'm gonna make that, or I'm gonna have that just my wheat field for my chickens. And then here's another trailer, that first trailer I bought, very first trailer, before I knew how much or what was gonna be on those fields that they give you. But it was more than that trailer is full, so it won't fill up the semi, but it's bigger than the 21,000 pounds that fits in that other trailer. So got a couple of chicken pens over here. These are the large chicken pens. They're supposed to hold up to 400. And I like just kind of made some random. That was where I kind of experimented real quick with the landscaping and just made some hills there. So then we got the chicken pens over here. These are one of the mods, it's an egg pallet, so instead of the boxes just landing in that area, they go into the pallet. That's kind of sweet. I got lights, kind of higher powered spotlights shining on the pens and stuff. Yeah, we got shed here. So we got my a plow over here, my cultivator and seeder and one shot, fertilizer, lime spreader. Got the bulldozer. The attachments are over here. Got my pallet spikes so I can pick up the egg pallets or whatever. Or maybe the sheep pallets. We'll see what I feel like doing with the sheep pallets. And then the little scooper so I can clean up the mess. That one tractor, the orange one that I had that I showed you, that's the only one I have the front motor on. So either I'm going to have to use this bulldozer or that tractor to pick up all my pallets. So that's it over here. The rest of this is all completely blank, and if you go into the map too, like it can shows you what areas you own. So I own this area, all the highlighted green. So those are my chicken ones, and that's where we were, basically where all the sheds are, the grain silo and my little barn. And then I just got this sheep thing here. I'm gonna to make a grass field in here somewhere for them. And then over in this corner, I'm gonna build a racetrack of some kind. There's a couple ramps. There is a ramp you can get off the mod store. I'm gonna try that out. And I think I'm gonna try and mess with the landscaping to try and make my own dirt jumps and whatnot, and it's probably going to turn out terrible, but it's just going to be an experiment. We'll see how it goes. And then in this corner over here, I started to make a lake. I wanted to make a lake so I could go fill my water tank so I could give my sheep's water, but that ended up, what I have so far, we'll see, ended up costing a lot of money. and mostly because I didn't know exactly what I was doing, and try to dig a hole first and then throw some water, the water thing that they have, but that was a mistake. So I've been kind of messing with the land to raise it lower to try and figure out. So that was all that was going on over there. Now I'll go this way. These lamps aren't incredibly bright, but definitely is a little bit of something. Like, I just got them, like, it's only saw them for a minute last night. I don't know if I want to, well, first of all, I'm talking way too much. This video is probably going to be already longer than I thought it would be. But I don't know if I want to fast forward time or anything like that to see the lights within this video, because now that I got those sheep and everything, I don't know how much they're going to eat, and especially since I don't have a field yet. So, and then I bought some of these pine trees too, and I just try to group them all together because pines are usually in forests, not single trees. Like, I did have single trees dotted at first, and like figured that didn't look kind of not realistic, but like gotta be careful in the slot count, so get everything done first before I start going back and adding in a bunch of trees and stuff. So that road's just gonna go that way somewhere. Like, I haven't completed all the roads because I didn't own all the land yet, and I don't have anything over there anywhere. So I mean, yeah, that's the one over there was a little field I created. This is one of the fields right beside us. I'm growing canola on it right now. Yeah, we'll go this way first, I guess. And like I said, I mean, like I said, I didn't want these roads to be straight. I put all these roads in, so we kind of, this is where I first started putting them straight, and it's like, no, this is gonna be boring. I want roads all over the place, so they're kind of curving. And I'll go back and clean them up to a degree, but they're definitely not going to be perfect. This road's going to go off to the racetrack probably. And down there, right there's the shop. The only thing I haven't seen about I guess we could drive over there. Hopefully we can get this all done in 30 minutes or less. So one thing I have found about the shop is I see this trigger for like selling your machines or fixing whatnot, and if you do sell them, you gotta park it over on this bit. But I have not seen any trigger for like purchasing. So you just have to like buy it through the whatever you want to call it, through your menu. And obviously you could just go shooting straight across the road, whichever direction, however you wanted to go, but I wanted to build some roads, so we'll actually follow the roads. Oh, there it is. So this is the other mod you get to get you money. Same guy who does the seasons mod does this. It's a government subsidy. So you put this on your map and it's like $100,000 an hour. And from what I'm pretty sure you can put as many of those things on as you want, but I just threw one down. I don't want to get too crazy. Maybe it will, but for now let's do the one. $100,000 an hour is there's plenty of money. So this is going to be your biogas plant. Right here, I kind of same thing. I was kind of just experimenting with the landscaping and wanted to try and build somewhat of a little hill or mountain or whatever there, and I want to try and mess up the roads in some spots, or what I was kind of trying to do at first was just make a hill, but I don't know what I'm doing, and it raises up stuff around it or whatever, so this is kind of just a messed up part of the road, but I'm going to leave it because it's kind of cool, because I can still get across it, so it don't matter. And I pull trailers across it and everything. So we're going to go down. So on your left is the biogas. Over here is where you're... What is that noise? Must be something over here. And then that's going to be where your animal place is, and one of the selling spots, or a couple of the selling spots. So yeah, this kind of... I kind of intentionally made this road kind of go all over the place, and basically the extreme long way over to the sheep pen, because I want to build a grass field out here, so I don't want the road going straight through the field. So that's going to be... There's a sheep. The sheep pen. This is where you buy them. This should be where the wool pallets are going to come down, and food, like I said, I don't have a field yet, so I just bought some hay bales, plopped them in there. It's kind of crazy. I bought the sheep pen again. It says it's supposed to hold, I think it says it's supposed to hold 250 sheep, but obviously there's no way 250 sheep are getting in this little tiny pen. So must only generate so many in the pen, and the rest are kind of just known that you have. So actually that's actually kind of it as far as the map so far. Like I said, I'm gonna have to continue on, and this area is gonna be a racetrack over here, and we'll go over here in a second to see my crappy lake. But that's it, and then I own this whole area. So right now you got the field 1 and 2 that you start with, and the tiny one that I made here, just an experiment to see if it worked. But now I think I'm gonna make one field that basically kind of goes down here, and one gigantic field that is over here somewhere, and then the grass field's gonna be here, and then I don't know, after that, like, gonna have to probably make some random fields, probably make a field over here each in the corners, do something like that. So now we'll go over to the monstrosity of the lake I have, and then we'll probably end the video, because I haven't seen it stop on me, and I don't know how long it's been. So rather than trying to fast forward and get to night just to show you the lamps, I don't know if I want to do that, and probably be messes with the sheep and the chicken after I do that. Plus my luck, the video's gonna stop in the middle of it. So yeah, this is horrendous, but I was able to still get down there to get water out of here. Like, I dug a big old hole first, and then bought water, and it didn't work. It's alright. So it's obviously this is messed up everywhere where I was trying to fix it and correct it and fix it. But I was able to just get the trailer up in here and back my way all the way down. Oh, not in this truck though. I wasn't. At least I wasn't in this truck. Interesting. Alright.